thing also you need to figure out is, how do you certify AI? So you have, let's say, you built a machine now, and it advises lawyers on what's the best defense to have, and it started to give advice to lawyers. Well, if it's really terrible, it's giving bad advice to lawyers, and then it's hurting the client, right? So who's accountable for that? That's accountability is a question you need to think about. Maybe you can subvert accountability by having a certification process, where you say the machine has to pass these tests to be considered a legal advisor, right? An example like that is autopilots in airplanes, right? It's a machine that is flying the airplane, and not anyone can write an algorithm and put it in an airplane. You have to pass a lot of stringent tests. And once you get certified, then you can go. Okay, same thing with autonomous drivers. Well, the way they dealt with accountability, at least for now, is saying even if you're in autonomous mode, even if the car is driving itself, you have to have a licensed driver behind the wheel who's paying attention to the road. So if an accident happens while the car was driving itself, the driver is responsible because he should have known better, right? So these things, we have to think about them. Every time we think about an AI, we have to think, what is the accountability model? How do we certify these AIs, okay? The second thing, when you build AI, AI changes and evolves over time, right? So you build an AI today, and tomorrow there are new types of cases or new procedure, and you want the AI to start doing that as well, or helping you with that. So when you build AI, it needs to be flexible. So remember, first, you have to identify the problems you want to solve. These are usually the problems that are very robotic. Usually you would consider them boring, and you spend a lot of time on them. These are the prime problems for AI. These are the really good problems for AI. But when you build those, think about other problems that you might face in the future. So say, if you spend 25% of your time drafting legal documents, and now I build an AI that can help you do that in just 10% of your time. So I save you a lot of time. Well, that time you're going to spend doing something else. So start anticipating, what is the next thing you're going to put that time in? And when you build AI, build it with the thought that maybe the next step will be that one. Flexibility is important. So the same idea with e-government. You want to build the e-government flexible to support AI, okay? And then another thing is, will AI really replace jobs or support jobs? Well, most likely the answer is it's going to support jobs, so good for us. We all will keep our jobs. But it's also something to think about. When you build AI, you might want to think about the implications of AI in the job market, okay? Maybe something is not necessary to do AI for yet, so maybe don't do it, okay? So think about these things. And with that, I can take some questions, but really, thanks again to all of you. Thanks to Dr. Castaño, University of Externado, for inviting me, and for you for inviting me. I encourage you to start the conversation, and I'm happy to chat further.